guys, it's Sarah. Yes, new background. I thought it was more pleasing than the bathroom background. And I got a new Larry shirt. I feel blessed having Louis and Harry's hands on my shirt. So here's the latest news that's been happening in the past 24 hours. Alright, so about a day ago, Louis was seen like walking around and stuff like that, and all I'm gonna say is that if you just had a baby, why are you walking around everywhere? People usually say that a father or a mother, if they just had their first child, they're usually home all the time, and they're actually not like walking around everywhere. They're home taking care of the baby. I've also heard people say that it seems like Brianna and Louis are carrying this baby around everywhere, and you're not really supposed to do that because babies have weak immune systems and babies are actually supposed to stay inside. So this is really weird. TMZ came out with a video and an article talking about Louis' baby, which was really interesting. Basically, TMZ were on our side, and I think they were basically alluding to the fact that Louis is gay. Like, it's funny, these guys aren't even in the One Direction fandom and they already agree with us, and they think that this baby's fake. Someone analyzed a past picture that the Rainbow Bondage Bear posted a while back, and they correlated it to the stuff that's happening now with the baby. This is just a stretch, and it literally means nothing probably, but RBB posted this on October 23rd, and Louis had the tweet about him becoming a dad on January 23rd, and one of the apps say Freddy. So people were thinking that what RBB posted in the past, it actually foreshadowed the events that are happening now. Like they knew this was gonna happen. Someone tweeted supposed pictures of Brianna that actually aren't Brianna, but these were pictures that the media used to make us believe that Brianna was actually pregnant. But in all reality, it's the girl named Amber. And this is what I was saying a while back in my video, that they were actually using girls who looked like Brianna who were pregnant to make people believe that Brianna was actually pregnant. This person said that Zayn liked a picture of Freddy and Harry turns 22 in a couple days. Yeah, literally, the fandom right now. I don't know, I'm just hoping that Harry and Louis spend time with each other on Harry's birthday and all this stunting starts to fade. And with bigger news, Zayn Malik's Pillow Talk came out yesterday, and if you want my opinion, I'll say that I love the song. It totally sounds like Zayn. This is the sound that Zayn has always wanted to make. It's that R&B kind of sound, and it totally sounds like his type of song. To be honest, the music video I thought was really trippy, really cool. I love the effects, but it was kind of like, I wish that they just didn't make a music video, because I think the song sounds better when it stands alone. I thought the music video was kind of weird at some points, and Zayn Malik, you need to get your lip sync game on better. Zayn was so bad at lip syncing, and it was kind of boring, but at the same time, it was kind of cool. But the song itself was great. I love the song. He swore sometimes, and I was living for it. It's a paradise, it's a war zone. If I learned how to play it on piano, I might sing it. But yeah, I think as a first single, I applaud Zayn. This was such a good single. I hope he comes out with more music, and I think that Zayn might be able to make a good solo career. People say Harry was supposed to be the Justin Timberlake of the band, but I mean, Harry's not going solo. Usually I would make a react video to like a music video or a song, but all you guys have to know is I died. In the behind the scenes of Modest news, someone typed this. Simon Cowell is a snake. I bet he encouraged Zayn to leave, let alone trying to stop him or sue him. Zayn leaves, so the clause that all of them staying together for the duration of the contract leads to a big bonus is null, which Simon doesn't have to do the payout at the end. Plus, as a condition of leaving, Zayn had to release his first album through Psycho, which means Simon is getting the money from Made in the AM and Zayn's album, and he doesn't have to pay them millions in bonuses. So like with me, like I never know like what goes on behind the scenes of the fandom with Simon or the record label. I leave other people in the fandom to figure that out. But to be honest, this does not surprise me that Simon did this, if he did do it. I mean, it's evident that whoever wrote this knows about business and the music industry. I really hate Simon. Regarding Louis' baby Freddy, a lot of people in the fandom are actually searching for birth certificates and records and stuff to prove that this baby is real, and they're like, oh, I can't find the birth certificate, like there's no name that comes up of Freddy Tomlinson. To be honest, I say that's a little too far. I don't think people in the fandom should be searching for birth certificates. Like, I know we're the freaking government agency of like the fandom, whatever, but like I think people just go way too far. I don't think we should be looking for birth certificates. I feel like that's very invasive. But this person said, I've been searching birth birth records too, and there is no Freddy Tomlinson or Jungwirth registered, but I can find my own and my entire family's, including my newborn cousin. I was correct when I said there has been no baby born in the US listed under Freddy Rain Jungwirth. I'm now double checking the last name Tomlinson. I'm looking for birth certificates and there are literally none registered in California 2016 for Freddy Tomlinson or Jungwirth. That's my final update. No results can be found for either name. You can't find a birth certificate that doesn't exist. I'm paying $10 per month for this shit. I can find myself and my entire family, including my newborn nephew. Freddy is simply not there. I mean, shit, our fandom is scary. But as I said in my last video, that people were saying that the whole Louis baby photo on Instagram that he posted, that was photoshopped, it looked photoshopped. Someone did an overlay of a picture of Louis. This is so many layers of fucked up. That Jingle Ball pic is almost identical to the baby picture, the hairstyle. Sounds so crazy, but that pic of Louis at the Jingle Ball, if you ripped off his shirt, that's your baby pic. So basically that was our proof of saying that the Instagram pic was fake. I mean, even TMZ was like saying, oh wow, of course he would have his shirt off in the picture. Like they were even skeptical about the whole Instagram picture. MTV UK tweeted, at Harry Styles drops modest management and hires his pal and top US agent, Jeff Azoff. If that happened, yes, fucking-ly. I'm not sure if this is coincidence, but Gemma liked an Instagram photo of a shirt that says not your baby, and it says the not your baby jacket coming on Monday. Like, yeah, people can just say, oh, she liked this shirt, maybe she wants to buy it, maybe she just found it cute. But really, everybody knows about the events that are happening right now with Louis and his baby, and people don't know if it's his baby. What's the coincidence of Gemma liking a picture that says not your baby? And I love Gemma, I think she knows a lot, I trust her. So yeah, I say no coincidence. And as I said in my last video, Gemma and Lottie are like hanging out more. I think they work for the same company. But also there was a Snapchat of Gemma and Lottie playing with dogs or something. But also it's cute because they tweet at each other too. Like Lottie says, at Gemma and Styles, gorgeous babes. And then Gemma says, at Lottie Tamo, ta babes. They're so cute, and I wish Harry and Louis actually got to tweet each other, or hang out with puppies, or just hang out. Guys, what if Lottie and Gemma were actually the ones together and Louis and Harry weren't? Plot twist. And this was interesting. This person says, things we have critiqued. Lack of a parent diaper bag, the way she held the baby carrier, her clothing choices, the charter vehicles, the repeated pap pics in front of the same condo. And then the things they have changed. Added largish apparent diaper bag, the way she held the baby character, the charter vehicles aren't shown in the pics anymore, and the repeated pap pics in front of the same condo are now just different angles of the entrance of the same condo to try to fool people. I, for one, would like them to listen to us when we say, end this shit, you listen to everything else. So basically the person is saying that all this analysis that we've done with Brianna and all the things she's done wrong to have this baby, apparently it's been fixed. So if we made an observation about, oh, Brianna isn't doing this right, or blah, 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 like the next day, or like days later, she would actually fix that and it would look better. So apparently I think they do go on social media and they are looking at things we say, because everything that we say online, like observations about Brianna, it ends up being fixed. So they're basically saying, well, if you listen to us saying all this stuff, why can't you listen to us saying to end this? Here's a Tumblr post someone made on how suspicious this whole situation is. They said, you have a baby who is 1 week old, a baby who was born at least 10 days premature, it's a flu season, and you have taken your baby out every fucking day since you got out of the hospital. Your first baby, who has a very exceptionally weak immune system, is what? Being lugged around from family member to family member? In the first week of life, are you fucking insane? Literally no one does that. You're going to risk your kid getting sick from someone you're visiting. Yeah, it's a myth that you shouldn't take your child outside, but every single day with a newborn to visit people? No one in their goddamn mind. On top of that, you're dressed up, your hair is done, and your makeup is done every fucking day. What a coincidence that there has been a pap waiting for you every single day. What a coincidence that these people care so much about your non-famous self and your baby who you keep hidden from the view. What a coincidence that you cannot avoid the relentless paps, but Kim K can. It's so transparent. This right here, this post summed up all my feelings on it. Like, even people who aren't in the fandom, if you read this, you would know that this whole thing is just staged. Because guys, think about it. When a band goes off for 18 months, a lot of people think that they're gonna be forgotten. Like, oh, One Direction, if they come back, they might not be remembered or they might not be as popular. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make One Direction stay in the limelight for as long as possible. So during the break, they're making as much drama as they can so people stay in the fandom. Because guys, think about it. If we didn't have all this baby drama or anything, the fandom would be very boring and I don't think anyone would be on Tumblr. Yeah, we hate this stuff, but to be honest, their job is working. Like, their plan is working. They're keeping us involved in this fandom because they know us Larry shippers keep on this shit. But I will say it's weird that Liam and Niall aren't being publicized in the media. Like, we don't hear anything about them, but it's all Louis and Harry. So I'm just saying that maybe they're just doing this whole stunt stuff just to make One Direction stay relevant and to make us not leave and forget about them. And now to the article that Aaron Butterfield wrote, and it's called "We Need to Talk About One Direction." He basically said their investigative skills rivaling many major government organizations. As I said before, yes, we are basically a government agency and Tumblr is our headquarters. We are awesome, we are scary, don't fight with us. This person says that was the darkest Larry article I've ever read. They contracted a medical professional and exposed the photoshopping. I am hollering. I'm just happy because the media is starting to see from our perspective and they're not just being regular media sources and saying, oh yeah, since everybody else says that Louis is the father, I'm just gonna type that to get money. Like, no, they're actually using their brain and not just doing lazy journalism, because that's all that is. Lazy journalism is just when you take stuff and then regurgitate it and type it just for money. So maybe journalists are actually doing more research into what we're saying, which is great. I think our voices should be heard a lot more than they are. The article says, but to simply say that Louis Tomlinson has lied does not feel like the full picture. His unwillingness to go along with the stunt as presented in the press speaks of a silent rebellion. He says, at this stage, a simple survey of reality should tell you that this baby is not Louis Tomlinson's and that he is not complicit in pretending that it is. Praise the Butterfield. So that article was everything and it made me so happy. I feel like this whole situation is starting to come full circle and I can just see it. At the end, we're gonna find shit out. There was another post about Simon Cowell and everything that's happening behind the scenes of Modest. This says, Simon massively underestimated these boys. This was his revenge for not re-signing, for Harry not going solo, for whatever awful thing Louis did to him that we still haven't really figured out. But he wasn't thinking long term and he definitely didn't expect them to fight back. They did respond right away, so maybe he thought he got away with it. But they waited, they watched, they planned, and they started making connections, very, very powerful connections. They did their research and they were smart. They started leaving clues for us, trusting us rather than overlooking us. They say Simon would have. Now they're nearly ready to burn this shit down from the inside out, and I could not be prouder and happier for them. Don't mess with the dream team, Simon. You're not going to win. This person says, yes, this is very important. When I was putting together a post about previously closeted boy band, the common thread between all of them is they all did as they were told and stayed completely silent. Every member of One Direction took a massive, massive risk by continually leaving hints, throwing shade, making suggestive comments, leaves crumbs for those watching carefully, and they developed patterns, routines, and expectations. Simon's biggest mistake in hindsight is not checking whether his clients understood social media and PR better than he did. So basically they're just saying that Simon thought that we were dumb, but we know this shit. We understand. Simon underestimated the boys and he underestimated us. And soon it's gonna backlash. So I hope I filled you guys in on most of what's happening in the fandom and all the analyses. So if I missed anything or if you want to leave anything important below, then you can do that. And like always, I post whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.